Welcome to the Kenny Wallace Show, brought to you by JEGS, the leader in high-performance aftermarket car parts. One thing I love about JEGS is they got a beautiful spring catalog. Check out their trucks, Jeeps, Jeep Broncos, everything. Go to jegs.com to find everything you need for high-performance aftermarket car parts. Well, all right. Over the weekend on Sunday, we had the NASCAR race in Phoenix. I love Phoenix, one of my favorite tracks. I would say my favorite tracks are the ones I've always did good. I sure do like Richmond, Bristol, Martinsville, but I would say Phoenix ranks right there. And here's why. Because I love the weather. I love the racetrack. It's technical. Turns 1 and 2 are different than 3 and 4. But most of all, for all you fans, this is the newest NASCAR design where all you fans can go right to the infield and hoot and holler. You can get within 5 feet, 10 feet of these race cars. You can grab a beer, you can get something to eat, and all that is now in the infield at the Phoenix International Raceway. So I just wanted to share that with you. Phoenix is a good vibe. I really like that vibe. Richmond has that going on now where, you can go in the garage area and walk on this little terrace and, hey, Rodney Childers, hey, Harvick, and talk to everybody. Now, not all the tracks are like that, but NASCAR's getting there. They've listened to you, and they're trying to give you a great fan experience. Well, let's break this race down. William Byron wins 2 in a row. He won at Vegas, and he won at Phoenix. Now, when I look at William Byron, he looks like a school kid to me. And I would have to say William Byron caught you and me and everybody off guard. When William Byron came into the sport, it was like, where the hell did this kid come from? I never witnessed him race anything on the lower level. I mean, this guy was a phenom. William Byron was a phenom. iRacing, Jeff Gordon liked him. Jeff Gordon, he's a man's man, but Jeff likes pretty boys too. I mean, you got to fit a profile for Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon likes David Gravel too. So Jeff Gordon likes his drivers to look good. Jeff Gordon not going to have any ugly drivers. That was funny. At Hendrick Motorsport. So, William Byron. He goes up to Slinger, Wisconsin. He goes to New Smyrna. He goes to your local short track, and he wins. So just when you want to get on William Byron and go, he's not one of us, he is. Watch out. He might live around South Park, and I don't know where his money comes from. I don't think William Byron needs money. I don't think he needs money because he's talented. He's that good. If you bring money and you win, the whole I'm bringing money thing is out the window. Once again, if you bring money and you win 2 in a row in the NASCAR Cup Series, don't even bring up the money thing. All right, so William Byron wins. He deserves the win. I've given you my opinion on William himself. He's one of the boys because, like I say, he goes to Slinger, Wisconsin. He goes to New Smyrna. He goes to Hickory. He goes to your local short track, and he races against the locals, and he wins. So he's one of us. William Byron is a racer. All right, let's break this race down like we always do. Okay, this was an old school race. So for all of you that say NASCAR ruined the sport, this is the way the sport used to be. We went green flag forever. Cale Yarborough would put a lap on the whole field. Cale Yarborough would lead. He would lead the race at Dover by 1 lap. And Cale Yarborough was famous for blowing a motor, come to the infield and look up, and he'd still be leading the race because he had a lap on the whole field. So for all of you, remember, all of you that say, I want old school NASCAR, these last 2 races, that's what you got. You got old school racing. So be careful. You know how the Herminator says it, be careful. Fork and tongue. Don't speak out both sides. You're getting right now what we used to love NASCAR for. Long green flag runs. 1 caution. In reality, 1 caution. Eric Almirola, I don't know if the wheel came loose or the wheel broke. I'm hearing both sides. Eric Almirola, wheel comes off. He comes off at turn 4 right at the start finish line. Bam. And all hell breaks loose. After that, we have, not really all hell breaks loose after that caution, but that was the real caution, right? We finally gave everybody a caution because you got the new fans and they want wrecking. I want to see them wreck. And then if you have too many wrecks, it's a shit show. So anyway, that was the real caution. Now, let's talk about Kevin Harvick. We all know that if your driver's leading the race and a late race caution comes out, that pisses you off because it messes your driver's race up. This is what happened. This is where all hell broke loose. So Harrison Burton in the 21 Wood Brothers car, Penske, the whole conglomerate there, Penske, Wood Brothers, number 21, Harrison Burton, Jeff Burton's son, goes down that front straightaway dog leg and spins out. They never really said why he spun out, but he spun out. It was big. Part of the right front fender came off. Fox documented a big piece of fiberglass laying on the racetrack. I don't care where it's at because those drivers, they come off the dog leg, they go down. It was there. Caution. Okay, now this is the controversy still for some of you. You still, listen, I'm going to say it for 2 weeks in a row. NASCAR does not throw fake cautions anymore because the Herminator called them out with the whole Carl Edwards debacle. So let me de-bullshit that right here. There's no more fake cautions, okay? A car's going to hit the wall. They're going to spin out. If NASCAR does not throw a caution and your driver runs over Harrison Burton's debris, then here you go again. Where was the caution? So Harrison Burton's caution was valid. Now, I would have liked to seen Kevin Harvick win because I like Kevin. He this is his last year. Kevin Harvick announced he's going in the Fox TV booth in 2024 with Clint Boyer. And Kevin Harvick said, this is it. But Harvick still is incredible at Phoenix. He's the man of all men. It would have been 10 wins there for him. He's at 9. He can still win that 10th one when we go there for the last race of the year. So Harvick's leading the race. He's going to win it. He's got like a 6-second lead. It's crazy. But Harrison Burton spins out. And this is where all hell breaks loose. 3 laps to go. Oh, my God. It was brutal. So after this, this is the call of the race. Kevin Harvick's crew chief, Rodney Childers, says 4 tires. Listen, when you're leading the race, everybody behind you gets to see what you do, and then they call an audible on the radio. So pretend I'm Rodney Childers. Rodney's got a pit. He's the first one down pit road. He goes 4 tires. Well, he can't say, okay, Kyle Larson is because, see, he's the first one pitting. So the leader has to make a plan, and that's it. And he's got to stick with it. Well, everybody else, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, they can go, oh, Rodney Childers is taking 4 tires. Let's all take 2. It's harder, okay? You can call an audible, but it's harder. And I know Rodney Childers is a great crew chief. He was all in, 4 tires. So Kevin Harvick goes from leading the race all the way back to 6th, 7th when he comes out of the pits. Most everybody takes 2 tires except for Tyler Reddick. Reddick took 4 too. Tyler Reddick made a big comeback. We'll talk about him in a minute. But it doesn't work out. Harvick takes those 4 tires and it pisses you off because you want Harvick to win. And right away, you're like, NASCARs should have never thrown a caution. Yeah, they had to throw the caution because it was real. They showed the debris. Guy spins out in front of everybody. It's a legit caution. They're all legit now. Remember, I told you. Why? So, Larson looks like he's going to win it. And then they get into another wreck going into 1 and 2. Let's re-rack them again. But this is where Larson has a tougher restart side by side into 1-2. remember, our little schoolboy, William Byron, he don't look like a race car driver. He not one of us. William Byron, like I told you, he goes to Slinger. He goes to Hickory. He might look like Pretty Boy Floyd out of South Park down there in Charlotte, but listen, he's dating. This is personal information, but I do like it. That William Byron is dating one of Dave Blaney's daughters. Kind of real nice, open wheel, late models. It's all fun down there in Charlotte. Open wheel people, everybody kind of gets along. But I like William Byron. So he hangs tough on the outside of Larson, and he just flat wins the race. All right, so I broke the race down for you. I told you I like Phoenix. I like the vibe. I told you why I like the vibe. I told you why the caution came out. I told you all about Harvick. And a hell of a race. Hell of a race at the end there. Was it boring? I don't judge races. Remember that. You all do that. I don't do that thing. Was Phoenix a good race or not? Because I told you, when I go down to Busch Stadium and the Cardinals win 10-0, I love it because I'm drinking. And that's the way it used to be. So when we say another old school race, that's a good thing. If it's a boring race, start drinking. All right? Because we're having a good time. My stars of the race, let's end the Phoenix breakdown like this. My stars of the race, Tyler Reddick. 2 DNFs to start the year. The one was at Daytona. The other one was at Fontana. And remember, Tyler Reddick created controversy announcing his departure a year early. He told Richard Childress, I'm going to leave a year from now, but I'm going to drive for you. I called bullshit on that. And, of course, it worked out just like I said it would. It worked out really good, though, because Tyler Reddick left Richard Childress, and that made Richard Childress able to get Kyle Busch. And Kyle Busch, as we know, has already won. He's in the championship chase. He won at Fontana. But Tyler Reddick goes to the 23 team of Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin, and he finally breaks through, has a hell of a race, and finishes third. He said he thought he had a chance to win. It just didn't work out. But my other star of the race is Josh Berry. Second star, I guess you could say. Right now, the Hermator doesn't really have a third star like we have in hockey. But our second star is going to be Josh Berry, driving the 9 Napa car for the injured Chase Elliott. He finishes 10th. And let me tell you what, the Herminator's super sub. I got in Ernie Irvin's Texaco Havoc car. I got in that number 1 Pennzoil car. I got in that number 29, GM Goodwrench Chevrolet when Harvick pissed off NASCAR. I know what it's like to get in a good car. So to finish 10th, when the car's not ready for you, it's ready for Chase Elliott and only a second try. Good job, Josh Berry, proving that he does belong and he should be a Cup driver. All right, that's it. We broke down the race. I think we created a little controversy here, giving you the reasons why cautions are cautions and things of that nature. And remember to like and subscribe to the Kenny Walsh Show right here. Just a reminder, when you're on your way to work, we are in podcast form, iTunes, and Spotify. We just keep on rolling. We have a lot more coming. Stay tuned.